Hey guys, greetings everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, and greetings everyone. How's everyone doing? I am stressing out and I need my tribe. I need my tribe today to join me on today's live because I need to know that I'm not the only one who's stressing out right now. I need somebody else who understands. Um, I've been stressing over these 145% tariffs that Mr. President Donald Trump has imposed on China because, as you can see, I don't have hair. And I wear hair every single day of my life. As a matter of fact, right after I finish getting dressed, I'm going to put some hair on and I'm going to go out because I don't go outside without my wig. I'm not ashamed to be a bald lady. But honestly, if I could somehow mitigate the attention that I get when I go outside without my wig, I will do that every opportunity I get. And I find that the best way to do that is to put a wig on. I don't like how that's coming out. So yeah, I wear wigs every day of my life. Been wearing wigs every day of my life for all of my life almost. They're basically like my emotional support items, wigs, right? And 80% of the wigs that are made or sold in the United States are composed of products that were imported from China or completely imported from China. Meaning, if you wanted to make the wig here, you would have had to go to China, order from China to get the hair or the supplies to make the hair, right? So, everything, every part of a wig, 80%, by the way, 80% of all wigs or wig making supplies come from China. 80%, y'all. And I'm really genuinely concerned about being priced out. Genuinely concerned. I'm making myself sick. I don't know if I'm the only one too. Like I really need my tribe. I need the bald girls and the bald boys and the wig wearers out there, people who rely on wigs every single day of their lives. I need y'all to chime in and let me know if you're stressing the way that I'm stressing, if you've been following news the way that I've been following the news. Hi, Shankar Adakari. Hey, how are you? I recognize your name. Nice to see you. Like I said, I'm stressing over these 145% tariffs that Donald Trump imposed. And I'm stressing. Like I'm about to take my credit card right now and make a big wig purchase. And I'm about to put it on my credit card, which I really did not want to have to do. Because honestly, I'm not liquid for the kind of cash that it's going to take to buy the amount of wigs that I'm going to need to absorb or to try to at least mitigate the pain of these 145% tariffs. So I don't know if you guys heard, but last week, Temu raised their prices, right? And I'm talking about Temu because this is probably the first example that we see in real time of price hikes coming out of China, right? Directly as a result of these tariffs. Last week, Temu and Shein both raised the prices on their items. And in fact, my girlfriend, one of my very good friends, she told me yesterday that, let me see if I could read exactly what she wrote during our live. I'm going to cry. I feel like I want to cry. And somebody please let me know I don't have to cry. Shankar says he's good. I'm very well, thank you. He asked me how I'm doing. I'm actually not doing well. As you can see, I'm in a state of panic. Denise told me that she went to order $70 worth of Temu items last week. And she decided not to buy it because with the tariff, her checkout price would have been $157. So $70 worth of items is now double its price from Temu. And that's the first example that I could see in real time of a price increase that I think everyone can relate to because so many people shop with Temu and Shein and such. I've been, I've been like a PI, like a private investigator on this tariff thing, especially with regard to wigs, because as you know, I don't like making panic purchases because normally if I make a panic purchase, I end up buying things without thinking it through and not really being happy with my purchases. So today I plan to buy like 5 wigs so that they could hold me for the next 6 months. Because in truth, wigs don't last that long. I know that you're going to hear people talk left and right about how they keep their one wig for a year. They might keep their wig for a year, but I promise you, they are alternating these wigs with other wigs. So you have to have lots of wigs in your inventory if you are a wig girl like myself. So Shankar says, don't cry. I'm not going to cry, I think. I'm not going to cry. I'm holding it together, Shankar. Thank you very much. Let me go into my TikToks. I'm sorry, guys. If you're on TikTok and you're commenting, I have to open that up separately, so it gets a little strange. I'm going to check that out right now. Yeah, so I've been stressing. I'm now hearing, about these in real time changes. Denise trying to order her $70 worth of Temu supplies and deciding not to buy it because it ended up at checkout being $157 instead of $70 directly because of those tariffs. And I'm trying to bulk buy now wigs so that I'm not hit with those crazy price increases right away. I would like to delay that as long as possible. I know there's no way around it. I actually don't imagine that prices are going to go down. Even let's say if Trump decides in a year or 6 months or whatever that he's going to drop these tariffs, I don't see them dropping much lower. This is a war. This tariff war, this tariff thing, it's a war. So, we already know that Trump has a huge ego and he's not going to back down off of this war just because people are crying, because he doesn't care, honestly. And just to show y'all how little he cares, I want to read to you an article that I read today. I'm okay. I'm trying to hold it together. I'm not going to cry. An article that I read today. Let me see if I could pull it up really fast without keeping you too long. In Newsweek. All right. So this was reported just yesterday in Newsweek. Let me see if I can pull it up for you so you can see it. I'm shaking because I want to cry. I'm not going to cry though. I'm not going to cry. Let me go ahead and make myself smaller. Where am I? So that you guys can see it and know that I'm not just making this stuff up. Okay, hang on. You see the caption, right? Donald Trump dismisses price increases, calling them peanuts. He called the price increases peanuts because that's how little he considers his constituents. And I'm not a constituent of Trump's, by the way, but this is how little he considers us, right? I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. The Trump administration has had to defend its decision to apply a 145% tariff on Chinese products, with many business owners, especially small business owners, raising concerns about the severe impact on pricing that the tariffs will cause. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. Chinese online marketplace Temu has halted shipments directly from China to the United States as the U.S. government eliminated the de minimis exception for Chinese goods, which would exempt which would have exempted shipments under $800 from the tariffs. At a recent cabinet meeting, Trump underscored his defense of the tariffs, saying, maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30. And maybe the $2 will cost a couple of bucks more than they would normally. You see how Trump talked about the tariffs? He boiled them down to dolls, as though this was just a doll issue. This is typical sociopath behavior. You tell someone that you're struggling and that you need help because things are bad, and they diminish your thoughts to something as small as a doll. Okay, I'm going to reread that for y'all. At a recent cabinet meeting, Trump underscored his defense of the tariffs, saying, maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30. And maybe the $2 will cost a couple of bucks more than they would normally. All right, I'm going to keep reading. Trump made the comment after Meet the Press host Kristen Welker pressed him about how the cost of specific items, including tires, strollers, and clothing, have increased in the wake of your tariffs. They left out wigs because no one thinks about us. No one thinks about us until it's time to make fun of somebody's toupee. Speaking of which, I wonder how much Trump is paying for his toupee these days, and if it even matters. Of course, it doesn't matter to him, right? When you say strollers are going up, this is what he says. That's peanuts compared to energy, the president responded. Peanuts. He called it peanuts. Energy is 60% of the costs. What is he even talking about? Energy. Somebody else help me with that. When you say strollers are going up, what kind of a thing? I'm saying that gasoline is going down. Gasoline is thousands of times more important than a stroller. To who? Is gasoline thousands of times more important than a stroller to somebody who uses strollers every day? Especially if they use the stroller in place of a car? I'm sorry. Trump continued, adding that mortgage rates are going down, despite the fact that we have a stubborn Fed. Mortgage rates are going down. Has anyone seen the effects of mortgage rates going down yet? Because I haven't. I haven't, and I follow real estate markets. Kind of a thing I do. I haven't seen that myself. Welker continued to ask the president on the potential impact of tariffs, referring to his quote about dolls and asking if it was an acknowledgement of the potential cost of tariffs on everyday goods. But Trump dismissed his concerns. Typical Trump behavior. Dismiss the concerns of your people because you got a big ego and you got to win this war between China, right? This tariff war that he, in fact, started. Anyway, let me go ahead and read these comments right quick. Sorry, y'all. My head is being cut off. Y'all like my background today? Look how beautiful it is. Oh, my God. I have the most beautiful virtual house. I have a beautiful house of my own. I'm not going to discount that. But I am having a lot of fun with all these fun backgrounds. Okay, so Lady Rochelle joined me. How's it going, Lady Rochelle? She had something to say, and I'm curious to see about it because she wrote in big letters. The billionaires Trump and his sidekick Elon said that we would have suffer for a while. Okay, wait. The billionaires Trump. Okay, let me reread this. And why did I just turn so red? So weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lady Rochelle. I'm butchering your statement. Let me reread this because I wasn't prepared. Okay. The billionaires Trump and his sidekick Elon said that we would have suffered for a while, paraphrasing. They simply don't care about anyone but themselves. Every day I ask the Lord to help me. Every day I ask the Lord to help me. Okay, Lady Rochelle. So I'm not alone because I am in a true state of panic over this. And like I said, I'm about to pull out my credit card and buy 5 wigs, which I really don't like to do. I don't like to panic purchase anything. I said that just a minute ago because I notice when I do panic purchase things, I don't spend enough time mulling over the item to make sure I get what I want. So I end up buying things that I I get remorse for buying, like buyer's remorse, you know? Lady Rochelle says, I meant to say we would have to suffer. Yes, I get that. She says, I'm going to reread what you just said and put that in the way you just said it, Lady Rochelle. The billionaires, Trump and his sidekick Elon said that we would have to suffer for a while. Yeah, he did say that. We would have to suffer for a while. So who's we? Does that include him? The billionaires? I wonder how much, like I said, I wonder how much Trump's toupee is costing. Since he doesn't care and he's thinking it's only about strollers. Only about strollers. I want to go ahead and fix how red I'm turning under the screen. Y'all know I'm learning this software, right? So every now and then, everything goes wrong. Ooh, that got weird. You know what happened? It just got really dark outside. We're about to have a nice rainstorm, which I really like. So now I'm turning green, right? Because if something is going to go wrong, it is going to go wrong. I'm sorry, TikTok. Again, I have lost y'all. I'm paying attention. I am paying attention. It's just that I have to open another screen. I said that before. Hello, everyone out there, by the way. So yeah, Janet Alcosa. Hi, Jacqueline. She says, hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Janet. Great to see you. Keep looking at myself. I'm being distracted at how green and yellow I'm turning in this light. So if you'll allow me, I'm going to go ahead and try to fix that. I just turned absolutely pink. I'm not going to mess with this no more. Auto exposure. Is that better? Oh, look at that. Now I'm as bright as a ghost. Okay, but it's better than being red, right? So I guess can't win, but at least it's a little bit better. Anyway, thank you for joining me, Janet. I hope that you came ready to discuss these prices. I need help purchasing a wig. I don't know if you were with me last week when I stumbled across this human hair company that I wanted to entertain. I know that a lot of wig companies have been, or wig retailers have been stocking up on their inventory in preparation for this. But if they don't have a lot of capital, they can only stock up so much. Janet says, you look nice today. Thank you so much, Janet. I'm trying to really get accustomed to being bald more often because I don't know where this wig situation is going to take us. But I made a decision a little while ago that I would no longer wear bad wigs. I would no longer wear wigs beyond their expiration date. I made this decision long before I knew anything about these price tariffs. But at that time, prior to that, I was spending like between $100 and $150 on wigs per month. And I decided to increase my budget to $200 so that I would no longer have to have bad wig days. For those of you who wear wigs daily, I'm sure you know what a bad wig day is. Bad wig day is when your wig is stiff, when it needs replacing and you just haven't had the opportunity to purchase a new wig. Maybe you didn't have the money to purchase a new wig, or maybe you haven't even had time to style the new wig that you got, because there is that period of time where between when you get the wig and when the wig starts to look correct on your head. So these are all periods of bad wig days. And in my experience, a bad wig day equals a bad day. I cannot have a bad wig day and a good day at the same time. They just don't work together. So I'm trying to accustom myself to just being bald more often, wearing my wig less often. Now I only wear the wig when I go out. When I'm walking around the house, no wig for me. I just got to learn how to be cute in my baldness, which is a learning process, by the way. I had to change the way that I dress. A lot of things that work for me when I'm wearing a wig don't work for me when I'm bald. They actually make my head look as small as a little peanut. Some of the clothes that I had, so I had to throw them away. I don't throw clothes away. I always donate them. But I had to donate a dress just the other day. I put it on. It was like a low-cut dress with kind of like bigger sleeves. And I really like the dress, but the sleeves are a little puffy. And somehow that extra puffiness on the side made my head look like a peanut. and my body looked huge in comparison in that dress. So this is something that I've noticed over and over again. So this past, I would say 6 months or so, I've just been getting rid of clothes, and I've been spending a lot of time at the thrift. Janet says, you look great. Thank you so much. I've been spending a lot of time at the thrift, trying new styles and sampling new clothes, because I really do have to change my entire aesthetic to match the bald girl that I'm now presenting to the world, where I never used to present her to the world before. So there's that. But I did want to talk some more about the news. Thank you again, Janet. You're making me feel much better. I did want to talk some more about the news. What was going on? I'm sorry. I don't have a lot to talk about because I did the news yesterday, but overnight, I was talking with my husband about the wig prices, and he was just like, Jackie, I don't know why you're not asking me to help you with this, these purchases, but you're allowed to go ahead and buy the wigs, because I needed money. I needed help. I really didn't want to put everything on my credit card. I wanted to put some on my credit card and then pay it off over time, because I like to be able to pay off my debt like immediately. So I wanted to put some, but not all of it. And my husband so kindly agreed to help me with these wig purchases. And even though I didn't even have to ask him. I didn't want to ask. I find it kind of, I think I have too much pride to ask for money for my wigs. It's a weird thing, right? It's a pride thing. It's just like something about wigs. It's just like asking, I don't know, being a bald girl is, y'all don't want to be a bald girl. It's not horrible. It's not horrible, but it's not easy. That's what I have to say about that. Anyway, I don't know if you guys watch or listen to The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is a very popular New York City-based syndicated radio show. That's very popular. DJ Envy hosts along with Jess Hilarious, and I don't want to miss anyone. Let me make sure that I don't discredit this at all, because everyone, Charlemagne the God. Does he still go by Charlemagne the God? I'm sorry, I just dropped my eyeliner. And then while I bend down to pick this up, y'all can enjoy my beautiful AI house. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? Oh my God. So gorgeous. And actually, I have my screen door open so I can hear the birds. And it actually feels like that is mine. I'm going to open my door wider so I can hear the birds. I love to listen to birds. Stay with me, y'all. Can you hear the birds? There's not many out right now. Plus, you can hear my cat talking. My cat talks. He understands English. Can you hear the birds? There's not many birds chirping right now. I think they kind of like go into hiding or something when they know a big storm is coming. And I have a feeling we're going to have a nice thunderstorm just now. So, yeah, anyway, I digress. That's my ADHD getting away from me. Thank you guys for giving me the space to come on here and talk about something aside from what I have been obsessing over for the past ever. Like for the past 3 weeks, I've been obsessing over this. Janet says, no, you look nice without it. Thank you so much, Janet. Good vibes. Thank you. Thank you for sending your good vibes. You said you have great news. What's your great news, Janet? Share. Do tell. Spill the tea. I'm listening. Did you type it yet? You just speed up, lady. You say great news and then you take forever to tell it to me. I'm just sitting here quietly waiting for your great news. Okay, so while I wait for that, I will continue where I left off about the Breakfast Club. I don't know if you guys heard. The reason why I keep giving you guys these snippets is because I need something to relate what I'm saying to, because I might be alone in my concern. When I talk this over with my family and my friends, I don't think they understand why I'm so concerned about these tariffs. I want to go ahead and just tell you what Jess Hilarious had to say about her experience with tariffs so far, just very recently. She said this during a, am I in the wrong one? I'm sorry. There it is. I think this was the 25th of April, the 25th of April airing of The Breakfast Club. So she says, I'm going to read it straight from the transcript. Okay, so this is from iHeartRadio. So I went to get my nails done in Jersey City, Jess says. You know, just give them, okay, I'm reading them verbatim, so it might sound a little crazy because sometimes the transcripts don't pick up words properly, so you have to translate them a little bit. Okay, so I went to get my nails done in Jersey City, you know, just to give them a little something, right? And what I noticed was talking to the Asian woman who was doing my nails, like the tariffs directly, just to see it in real time, how it affects everybody is crazy. Because she was saying, speaking about her nail tech, like her and her inventory, like she's running out of stuff. And because there are tariffs on China, she don't know when it's coming. She don't know when, yeah, and like to buy. She doesn't know when to buy some stuff. She can buy things in America, but it's so much money. It's expensive here. And so she's like, I'm damned if I, I'm damned shopping for my products in America. So this person says, I may not have my shop too much longer. This is my bread and butter. I don't really understand this. I saw the actual interview live, and you guys can look it up for yourselves. Just look up what does Jess Hilarious have to say about tariffs at the nail salon or blah, blah. And then you can see for yourself. I would play it for you, but the last few times I played clips for you guys on TikTok and YouTube, I was no longer monetized. So, I need to be able to keep any little $2 that I get. So I don't want to do that to myself again this time. Janet says, I beat cancer. Janet just said that she beat cancer. Janet just said that she beat cancer. I'm about to cry. Janet, that is such great news. I am so happy for you. I am so happy for you. Wow, I'm so happy for you. Do you get to go home, Janet? Look, you just messed up my eyelash, Janet. All girls can't cry. I don't like how I look when I cry, too. I'm an ugly crier. So I'm going to hold on, y'all. Don't make me cry because I'm just not an attractive crier. Let maybe cry off screen, okay? Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. So happy for you. Y'all, can everybody just get in the comments and give Janet the big round of applause? Pray a big thanks to the universe for curing Janet of her cancer. Don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize, Janet. I wanted to cry the whole time I've been on this live today. I think you just helped it along, to be fair. I'm not exactly that emotional. I did want to cry this whole time because I'm stressing over stuff anyway. So I'm not going to blame you for my tears. Okay, is that better? Lady Rochelle says, Janet, congratulations. Let me go into my TikTok and see if anybody's over there. I'm wishing you the best so I could read you that too. Kathleen says, have you looked at Love Me Wigs and Lewin wig sites? They have nice pieces. I will, because like I said, thank you so much, Kathy, Lucas, Kathy Lucas Thomas. Welcome. Welcome to the Bald Girls Gossip Room. Thank you for joining me. Kathy says, I also alternate, by the way, my wigs and my real head, and especially since it's getting hot. Also, you go outside bald, Kathy? And Kathy gave you, Lady Rochelle, a bunch of applause and something with purple things. I can't really see that, but I'm sure they're nice. So, Kathy, can you tell me your experience going out as a bald girl every day? I don't have the temperament for it. I tried it a few times and I've decided that I don't know. I think I'm too New York for alopecia. Like I just be wanting to fight people. I'm not even violent, but they just make me so mad. I wanna just push them away. Like get away with your questions. I just can't stand the questions. I can't stand. You know what I don't like really? Oh, my nose is still running. I don't like to catch people looking at me and then they look away as though they're embarrassed for looking at me. I just hate the whole thing. I'm too sensitive. I just can't take it. So Kathy, please, if you feel like telling me your experience going out as a bald girl, let me know. And let me know how you cope with it because I don't know. I've known other bald girls who go out with no hair, and they tell me that they never get questioned, and I find that so unusual. And I wonder if there's something about me that just looks like I'm open for questions. Because even when I wear the wig, people approach me with questions. They want to know where I'm from. They want to know where I get my hair done, even though I know what they're really asking is, is that your hair? No, I just people like to approach me. Does this happen to you, Kathy? It trips me out when other people say, "Really? People say those things to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, don't they say that to you?" And they're like, "No." I don't know what that's about. I don't get it. You're welcome, Lady Rochelle, and I'm wishing you all the best. All the best. I'm going to continue to put my eyebrows on because I can't be sitting up here for too long without eyebrows. That's just unacceptable. I can't even find my I can't find my makeup. Did I pack it away? I think I put it in my purse. Oh, my purse is all the way over there. I gotta go get it. Give me a second. So I have been on the big bag trend lately, and this is the bag that I'm carrying today. Huge bags are back. I love huge bags and I like slouchy bags. So this is a bag that I got at the thrift as I get everything. Because I'm a bald girl, I spend so much money on wigs already without the 145% tariff that if I want to sustain my love for shopping and for fashion, I have to thrift because I can't afford to just walk into any old store and pay $375 for a jacket, especially when I know I can get that same jacket at the thrift for $17. So definitely, I'm all about the thrift, and I get some really good stuff. So this is the bag that I'm carrying right now. It is the bag itself, in case you want to know. Hello, Mr. Whiskers. My cat speaks English. Is by Sigrid Olsen, and it's a slouchy. Look at the shape of it. Very on trend too. And then this, I keep this. This is just a something I got separately from Coach a few years ago. I wrap it around it just so it can hold my car keys because I find that I'm always like going in my bag to look for things. It's kind of hard to find things in this bag. It's pretty large and things get lost. Thank you, Janet. Janet likes the bag. Thank you. Let me continue to read because I was in a conversation and lost. I just lost Kathy. Kathy, did you answer that? I have worn wigs so long because of bald spots. My hair was always short. Your hair was always short. So is your hair short or are you bald like me? Just curious. Um, and then she says, Oh, Zemi Love says, I just lost all my hair because of cancer. I'm very sorry. Good news though. I don't know if you were here 5 minutes ago, but 5 minutes ago, I just learned that one of my besties from the Ball Girls Gossip Room, Janet, just beat cancer. She just announced that 5 minutes ago. I don't know if you were here, but that should lend you a lot of hope just to see someone else winning out here. And I will be praying for you, Zemi Love. So Kathy says, I love my wigs, but I love me without them. I'm getting more comfortable. Now I just have you. Okay, you stop right there. I wanted to say I have to learn to do a little makeup. But hey, if you look gorgeous without the makeup, why bother with it? It's just another thing. It's just another thing. Makeup is just another thing, honestly. If you don't need it, like I need the makeup, in my opinion, for the eyebrows because I got my eyebrows tattooed when I was 18 years old and they were the worst tattoos ever. And then to make it even worse, over time, they turned green, brain blue. So I definitely have to wear makeup over them. And then since I'm here, might as well put on some lashes, right? And then since I'm there, might as well put on some foundation, right? And since I'm here, might as well put on some lip liner and some lipstick. So it turns into a thing. But if you're rocking it without, then good for you. And yes, I would love to be in the place where I could just go out bald without feeling a way about it. But I feel like there's a sense of sanity that gets lost when I go out there. I think I read too much into things in my daily life and I don't trust people. So when people approach me to say things, I don't trust them. Like I always feel like they're coming at me at some sort of negative angle. Like they could be sincerely questioning me, but just the fact that a stranger is questioning me is enough to make me to sound my alarm, my internal alarm. You know what I'm saying? Um, Kathy says, not bald, but very, very short. You can see my scalp. I think you look gorgeous. I bet you look gorgeous. She says, I do my brows, lash strips, and lipstick, and I feel gorgeous. That's enough. What else do you need? You don't need to do any more makeup, girl. I'm sure you look great. Zemi says, that is awesome for you, Janet. She's referring to you and the fact that you just beat the monster. Oh, I see Luffy Mom joined us. Hey, it has been long. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining the Ball Girls Gossip Room. It's me, the brothers. The brothers? Wait a second. Luffy Mom, you changed your name. Nice to see you, the brothers. Janet says next Saturday. So next Saturday you get to go home? Luffy Mom, I'm glad that you are back. And thank you for letting me know who you are and for coming back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was going to say, you said it had been long. I'm like, yeah, it's been so long. I don't even remember you. But now I know who you are because I know the brothers. I know who that is. Hello, and thank you for coming again. I'm looking for my lipstick. This bag, I love the bag, but things really do get lost in here. It's so big. Very much. I have so many huge bags from back in the day. When I have something, I don't care if it goes out of trend. If I really like it, I'm going to keep it. So I have a lot of big bags, big floppy bags just like this that I'm so excited to be able to wear again. Kathy says, I strongly dislike foundation. Probably because it looks too heavy on you, right? I usually don't like foundation either. I found that this product, what do you call this? This is concealer. I use concealer as a foundation, and I really like doing that. Like actual foundation, except for the Clinique. I was wearing a Clinique foundation that I liked a lot, but that and this one were the only two that I even liked a little bit. And I really like this one. It has great coverage. Like I have this, I don't know what this is. You call this a mole? Is this a mole? No, it's not a mole. It's just a spot, like a sunspot that this covers up really nicely. I don't like that sunspot. I feel like it just makes me look like I have dark circles under my eyes. Okay, Junie, I'm gonna let you outside. Give me a second. You hear my cats? They're talking to me. Is that better? Can you see it now? See? Look at that coverage. So this stuff is really good. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour full wear. I like it a lot. Luffymon says, I like your home. Luffymon, I'm very transparent about what I do here. This is a virtual background. I do have a very nice home, so I don't want to discredit my home because I do have a beautiful home. But I do enjoy changing my backgrounds all the time. And right now, I was just saying that I have my, ooh, that's my dad, y'all. You know I have to answer that. Give me a second. Hey, Pop. Everything is fine. How are you? Um, I'll be there Friday. I'll be there Friday. Can I give you a call back because I'm live on TikTok. So I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. Okay, love you. Okay, so long. My parents, they're so great. I had to take those calls. Luffymon, you have a YouTube channel now? Tell me the info and I will go and check you out. I will definitely check you out. And I hope that you go live because I like to be able to talk to people in real time. Sorry. So I was talking about how I plan to today make this big purchase of wigs. I want to buy like 5 wigs. Somebody in the comments, who was that who told me which wig companies they think I should try? Who was that? Was that you, Kathy, who said that? Kathy Lucas Thomas? Oh, bald spots? No, that wasn't you. How come I can't find that comment you said? I don't know. Somebody in the comments recommended a wig company. I'm going to go through the comments and look for that again because today I'm going to spend probably, ooh, that did not come out right, y'all. Ooh. See what happens when you're not paying attention? You got to pay attention when you do your makeup. Otherwise, that happens. Lord have mercy. And I already put my sealer on my brow, so it's going to be hard to get that off. Damn it. I can't find my other liner. This is what I hate. I hate being reliant on things. I really don't like it. And I don't like how I feel about the way these looming wig prices are affecting my spirit. Like, I feel like Trump has his finger on me. Like he has his thumb on me. And he can control how I feel at this point because I'm really feeling a little bit very uneasy. I can't call it depressed, but very uneasy. It's like anxiety. I'm getting anxiety. Yeah, anxiety, yeah. That song. I'm definitely having anxiety over it, and I don't like what he's doing here. So, you know what? We talked a little bit about, I don't know if you guys are just joining me, but in a cabinet meeting the other day, Donald Trump dismissed the effect that these 145% tariffs will have on U.S. citizens, as well, of course, those around the world, by calling them peanuts, like peanuts. Oh, that's peanuts. He said, so some babies won't be able to have dolls. So what? So they used to be able to have 30 dolls, and now they can have 1 or 2. Are you kidding? This is about so much more than that. I'm not talking about discretionary items for me. I'm talking about wigs. 80% of the wigs that we buy are manufactured and then shipped to us from China. And he's calling it strollers and dolls. First of all, strollers are a big deal. If you have a baby and you have to get from one place to another with that baby and you don't have a car, A stroller is a huge deal. For him to dismiss it and call it that, I don't want to go ahead and read the article again because some of you have already heard me read it, and that's not fair to you guys to have to read it again. But I will show you something from the news. I feel like I am allowed to show news clips on this without that being a copyright infringement. Mimi, could you let that cat out, please? They are yelling, both of them.
Where is he?
Junie and Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Thank you.
Come here.
The cat is arguing with everybody.
Where are you?
I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the... Let me see if I can find it, first of all. Okay, so CBS News. This is from CBS News. I'm pretty sure that I can play this clip from CBS News without it being called copyright infringement, right? So I definitely want you guys to see this. I found it very, very interesting and right along the lines of the worries that I have been expressing. Here it is. I'm getting faster about showing you guys stuff, right? Let me get myself out the way. 1, 2, 3, fast, fast. Your girl's getting faster. There you go. Okay, let me go ahead and hit play on that.
Beauty shops are about to see the local beauty shops are about to see the ugly side of tariffs. As KCAL's Lauren Posen reports tonight, workers are trying to figure out how to make up for the costs. Los Angeles is known as the global beauty hub, but the tariffs are hitting the industry hard, and it's creating a lot of uncertainty. So really, it's become a day-by-day situation. Looking and feeling your best might cost you more now, with tariffs driving up the price of your favorite beauty essentials.
I'm on the phone probably every day now. I think everybody probably is in the same boat, trying to find ways to mitigate the impact.
Daniel Coco is CEO of The Hair Shop, the family-owned top shop for real human hair extensions and wigs, serving everyone from celebrities to stylists to everyday clients.
All of our hair is what we call 100% cuticle Remy hair. So really what that means is that, overseas, we make our products.
90% of their supply, he says, comes from China.
We've been scrambling ever since the tariffs were announced. As you know, they're at 145%. And so, that certainly throws a wrench into things.
Customers want to know one thing.
Are we going to be raising prices? To which we say that, we don't have any current plans to do so. And I guess it's an open question how long that will be true.
From hair to skincare and beauty products.
We're having some customs challenges, but we're learning, we're being nimble, we're being flexible.
PlayLab Beauty in Old Town Pasadena has K-Beauty and J-Beauty products from Japan and South Korea. They're still rebounding from the Eaton fire. Most of their inventory burned in founder Vanessa Nabhani's Altadena house.
A lot of the Korean sunscreens that people are loving right now and dying to get their hands on, we lost overnight and feel like we have to start over in a lot of ways, curating and acquiring that product for our customer again. It just felt, here's a challenge, but here we go.
There's a lot of uncertainty, but a silver lining has helped them keep prices down, at least for now.
Our vendors and we are talking and in partnership with this. We've never been more on the same page and communicating about, how are we going to navigate this together.
The Hair Shop and PlayLab Beauty say right now they're not too worried about inventory thanks to stockpiling and the relationships with their vendors. But, the longer this goes on, there's a chance that we could see price increases across the board in the beauty industry to make up for the gap. Reporting in Old Town Pasadena, Lauren Posen, KCAL News.
So,
back to you.
Ooh, how do you get this off? Hang on.
Had only been there for 2 months. Had some disagreement about something he felt.
All right. So, apparently a lot, I guess the more affluent beauty supply stores and wig salons are able to stockpile wigs. Look how bright I look, y'all. Are able to stockpile wigs because they have the cash available to do so. But some of these smaller manufacturers, smaller distributors, they're going to have a hard time. And also, they're stockpiling wigs, which means at some point they're going to run out. And then we're going to have to start paying the real money. So I think I liked that clip that I just saw today because it gave me some hope that I have a little bit more time before I have to jump and hurriedly buy a bunch of new wigs, which I really did not want to do. Because I want to take my time and make sure that the money I spend is spent well. I'm not a rich woman. I don't want to just buy a bunch of the same wig. I have been for the past 6 months or so, I've been trying to figure out what color Jon Renau wig I should buy next. This I'm wearing right now is the Jon Renau Zara wig. It's my favorite wig. I wear it all the time. Currently in rotation, I'm wearing this along with my sensational wig by Tressalore. And I've been alternating some budget-friendly wigs that I'm pretty sure I have to get rid of now because they're getting pretty old and ratty. And then, of course, this wig that I just purchased and unboxed for you guys about 3 or 4 days ago. This is, I'm not going to get too much into it, but I'm alternating these 3 wigs. Like I said, wigs, I wear synthetic wigs. I get out of a high-end synthetic wig like this one, I get between 30 and 45 days of wear. That's days. I don't count days that I don't wear the wig. So if I've had the wig for a whole year and I've only worn it 11 times, I'm going to tell you this is an 11-day-old wig because that's how long I've used it. Let's see. Luffymon says, IGF. I don't comment. It's because I'm watching another stream, but you have 5 people. Thank you so much. Thanks for letting me know that I have 5 people on there. Thank you very much. You're watching another stream. How are you able to watch 2 streams at one time? Are you like using your phone and this at the same time? I appreciate having you here. You are doing me a solid by giving me those watch hours. That stuff matters a lot. Thank you very much. Luffymon. That's my peeps right there, y'all. Some really good people who joined me on the Ball Girls chat room. I'm sorry, the Ball Girls gossip room. And I really appreciate you guys. If one day I manage to come across something great and I can give it away, I'm definitely doing that. I'm definitely doing that. And I feel like that's going to happen sooner than later, actually. Let me go ahead and read these. I'm sorry, I'm missing my TikToks. Sorry, y'all. Kathy Lee says, oh, you said love me. Love me. You know what? Kathy says she's leaving and hopefully she'll find me again. Yes, you will, because you will follow my page. You will follow me. Make sure you follow me before you leave. Throw in a bunch of hearts in there too. If I can find you, I'll definitely follow you back, Kathy. Kathy's on the TikTok side. So I'm alternating between TikTok and YouTube. That's how I'm live streaming right now. And she is the one who was recommending the wig company to me. She recommended Love Me Hair. And thank you for that. You're the second person in 2 days to recommend Love Me to me. I've been burned by human hair wig companies so many times that I don't want to bother with human hair anymore. But I do know that when you get a good human hair wig, they last so long and they look so beautiful. So in that sense, I would like to get myself another human hair wig, but the wig has had to have been processed properly. You know, I wear pretty much bleach blonde hair now. I don't wear dark colors like natural blacks or natural brown hair. So these wigs are typically bleached hair, and these companies, a lot of them don't seem to care much about bleaching their wigs properly. So by the time you get the wig, they bleach the hair out so badly that it's damaged, and then you're wearing damaged hair that is very hard to care for. So that's been my experience with these wigs, with the blonde human hair wigs, and that's why I've been staying away from them. But now, because wigs are about to become so expensive, I'm thinking I need wigs to last longer. Whereas before, I didn't mind getting a wig, spending $50 or $60 on it, and then keeping it for 2 weeks and then tossing in the trash. That is something I can afford. But if the wig is if that same wig that only lasts me 2 weeks, is now costing, what did they say, 145% tariffs, right? So 60 times 145%. What is that, like $135 for the same $60 wig? If it's going to be like that, then I can't keep a wig for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And definitely I'm not going to be wearing wigs all day long like I used to. I used to definitely walk around my house real cute, like in my long, beautiful wigs, standing over the stove, frying chicken, sticking my head in the oven while I'm baking muffins. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, definitely wigging different these days with these things in mind. But you guys saw one account of what is happening. Oh my God, I again am as bright as a light. I look like a lamp, y'all. I'm as bright as a lamp. Let me see if I can turn this thing down at all. Stay with me while I try not to look so bright. I actually look like a ghost. And then when I take my wig off, I look like Casper, the friendly ghost. Who, by the way, is my favorite cartoon person. Do y'all know who Casper is? Casper, the friendly ghost. Let's find him. I'm not going to bother you with finding Casper, the friendly ghost, but he's my favorite. He's a cute little ghost. From TV, from cartoons, and I love him. So whenever I'm feeling funny about myself, I like to think of myself as Casper, the friendly ghost. Luffymon says, I will try to write your YouTube name down. And you were subbed. Thank you so much, Luffymon, for subbing. I'm going to sub to you as well. So definitely, but you still haven't told me the name of your channel. I guess I'll just look you up as Luffymon. But you can't be changing your name all the time, Luffymon. Once you get your name, you got to stick with that name. That's the name that will follow you around so that people can always know who you are. Because when you logged on just now, Luffymon, I didn't know who you were because you changed your name. So if I were looking for you, I wouldn't know how to find you. You know what I'm saying? So make sure this is the name you love and stick with it. Stick with it. Like right now, I'm still going by Action Jacqueline, Alopecia Princess. But I really like Action Jacqueline, your big bald-headed sister. Like, I really like that name a lot, but I'm not going to change it. I'll just incorporate it somehow. I'm keeping Action Jacqueline, Alopecia Princess, or your fellow Alopecia Princess, because that's the name that's been following me for years now. So I'm going to keep that. Anyway, guys, let me make sure that I went through everything. The next time you see me, I will be able to show you the wigs that I've chosen. I'm going to definitely check with the Love Me wigs. I wish someone can tell me if they've ever bought bleached blonde wigs from Love Me Hair, because I would be curious to know your experience with bleached blonde wigs, in particular for Love Me Hair. And then there's that Eulofi wigs that I just learned about the other day. They claim to have wigs that last 5 years, which is a ridiculous claim, actually. And the more I say that out loud, the more ridiculous it sounds. And I kind of feel like, you know what, just the fact that they're being so ridiculous with their claims, it should be a red flag for me. But for some reason, when I visit that Eulofi website, y'all, that Eulofi website has some nice wigs. You guys want to go? You guys want to visit the website real quick? Check out to see what they have? If I can do it fast, then I'll show it to you. Let me see if I can do it really quickly. I think I can do this fast. Eulofi? Am I spelling this? L-O-F-E-Y wigs. There you go. It's already in my search engine somewhere. Eulofi wigs. See, they did a press release, if you can see it right here. Eulofi wigs empowering professional women with premium hair. I don't know, but with that website, I don't know, something about what they said. They really got me with that advertisement. So I'm going to try to find it. If I can find it, for some reason, it's not showing up. Eulofi. Let me put some quotation marks around it. See if that helps. Oh, there it is. Let me move myself out the way. Yeah, I think I might want to purchase one of these wigs, y'all. But I don't have any accounts. I don't have any reviews. I mean, there are some reviews on Trustpilot, which I trust. I trust Trustpilot reviews. Although I know that people pay. That these companies will pay you to leave a good review. I know it because companies have reached out to me in the past offering me wigs to review for free. So they're offering me these human hair wigs for free. All I have to do is immediately give them a 5-star review before they even send me the wig. Can you imagine the scandal there? I'm giving these people a 5-star review before they even send me a wig. Did you imagine? So of course I turned them down because I'm a real ball girl. I'm a real person who needs wigs every single day. I'm a real person who has been spent way too much money on wigs that I don't even wear or can't wear because I've been burned by these companies. So I would never encourage anyone to waste their money in ways that I've wasted my money in the past. So I will never lie for a review ever. Yes, it is keeping money out of my pocket, but I don't care. I still have integrity. I still have my integrity. Look at these wigs, y'all. Look at how good that wig looks. These look like medical grade wigs, and the prices, they got toppers too. I love the colors. See, I think, ooh, this color right here. That's, oh, let's click on that one. That wig is nice. Let's take a look at that wig. Wow. The color. That color is speaking to me. All that lace. Let's see what they want for that wig. Oh. Was that wig like not for sale? How did it just disappear? Oh, it says from $680. Let me click on it and see. Okay. So that wig is $680. You could get it in 2 densities, 150 or 180. What do you guys think about density, by the way? Is anyone there who buys, is there anyone available who buys human hair wig who could help me with density? I do like a wig that is full, but at the same time, I find myself thinning wigs a lot. So I'm wondering if maybe I don't need to get the density that I've always bought in the past. Even my Zara wig, I have had to thin. I normally take my thinning shears at some point and thin just these areas here because I don't like a whole lot of hair in the front. I like my density to be in the rear, you know what I mean? So I do take my thinning shears and let me see if I can show you guys how I do it without actually doing it because this wig is thin enough. This wig that I'm wearing right now, by the way, is about 35 years old. I've worn it. Today will probably be about the 35th time that I'm wearing it. So yeah, it's, on their own, they do get thinner. So I just take and I wouldn't do it here, by the way. I would find it inconspicuous area, someplace like right around here. Sorry, let me get this, right? And then I would take my thinning shears. These are thinning shears, y'all. And then I would just go in one time with it, release it, and then pull out the hair because one time will pull out a few strands, but not a whole lot. You know what I mean? I have videos up already that I posted showing that technique. I don't have a brand new wig right now that needs thinning, so I'm not going to mess with these wigs. You don't play with wigs like I used to. There was a time when I used to just, I didn't mind cutting into a wig. Like, I thought nothing of it. But now these wig prices are about to be so expensive. I treat my wigs like gold now. Luffy Mon says you have 2 people now. That's okay. That's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And knowing that, I see 5 people on my end anyway. But thanks all 5 of you. Thank you so much. And also there's TikTok as well. But knowing that, I see that my followers are waning, and I don't want to bore you guys too much with my incessant conversations. I did want to just look at these prices right quick. Thank you, Luffy Mon, for keeping me on task. That did help me. $680 for a 20-inch wig in this color. And then they claim they accept returns for up to 30 days. Let me see what it says. Return policy. Let's read the return policy. At Ulofi, we value your satisfaction and strive to provide you with high-quality products. We understand that sometimes a return may be necessary, and we have implemented a comprehensive return policy to address your concerns. Return eligibility. Returns are accepted within 30 days if you do not like the item. Products must be in their original, unaltered condition. See, that's where they get me, because typically when I get a wig, I almost guaranteed have to alter it somehow in order to get it look right, in order to get it to look right. And I expect to have to do that. So I usually will do that without a second thought. I'll just go right in and start, clipping and cutting. I have to train myself to stop doing that because it violates the warranty, right? It voids the warranty and then you can't return it. But at the same time, you don't give yourself the opportunity to work with the wig at all. I guess it's one of them things. All right, so it says, since human hair wigs are a hygienic hair product, we take matters of hygiene and public safety seriously. Any altered, worn, washed, or damaged products are not eligible for any returns. And that's another thing. I wash my wigs as soon as I get them, especially human hair ones, because normally they're just so, they just need it. I can't explain it. Okay, so let me continue reading. Any altered, worn, washed, or damaged products are not eligible for any returns. For example, the frontal lace was cut or damaged. Void. The item was worn or sprayed with hairstyling products. Ooh, can't even spray it with some styling products. Ooh. That's another thing I do right away when I get it. I'll take my styling products and go to work just to try it out. Gotta stop doing that. Unless there are serious quality issues, all orders placed at wholesale prices are not eligible for returns. So you have to convince them first that there are quality issues. Because, what I consider a quality issue, they may just seem like an issue that I created myself. You know what I mean? They like to gaslight you, these companies. They do. They'll say things like, "Oh, well, maybe you wore it while you were jogging, and you shouldn't have worn it while you were jogging. Maybe it was hot out when you were wearing the wig, and the heat got to it, and you shouldn't have let the heat get to it. Or you probably use a hot tool on it. You shouldn't use a hot tool, even though you never did any of those things. But you can't prove it to them that you didn't, and they have your money already, so they don't have to do anything unless they feel like it, which they never do." I don't know. I don't like these companies. So that's basically what they're saying. They're saying, unless there are serious quality issues, all orders placed at wholesale prices. Oh, wholesale prices. Okay, I see. Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. I guess there are items that are at wholesale prices that I have not seen yet, which I will take the time to look for. They're not eligible for returns. Damaged returns. If a return item is damaged by you, only a partial refund will be provided. That sounds fair. Sale and synthetic wigs. Sale items and synthetic wigs are final sale and non-returnable. Do you know how many wigs I've gotten that right away I noticed the shedding is ridiculous, or that I could see the scalp through? Ugh. That's why I keep buying the Zara wig over and over again. And because I know it. I know this wig. I trust this wig. I know how it behaves. I know what to expect from it. My only issue with this wig now, because honestly, if I had tried a few more colors that I liked, I would get this in an array of different colors. But right now, the only color that I've ever worn this in that I like, the only two colors are this shaded praline and the Malibu blonde. But I'm getting a little bored with these two colors. Honestly, they're not boring colors, but I've been wearing them for so long that I do feel like it's time for a change. I just don't want to buy it and then hate it. You know what I mean? And I don't have a place where they sell these wigs. There's one store nearby me that sells this wig in particular, but they only keep one in stock. And it's usually the Malibu blonde that they have in stock. So if I wanted another color, they'll say, "Oh, we can order you another color. Or here's some swatches you can look at." And then they give you this little swatch where you're just holding it up to your skin. Like, do you think this will look nice? I don't know. You really have to try on the whole wig to know if it'll look right. I don't know. And then, of course, the wig is not cheap, I find I normally get this wig when they're having the 30% off sales. These high-end synthetic wig companies typically do a 30% off sale each month. And that's when I try to get mine. So I usually get this between $220 and $240. So I don't know if you call that expensive. Like I said, that's what I pay for it. And that's my budget for a month. My budget is between $200 and $240. If I spend more than that, then I'm cutting into the next month. And I'm using money that I don't have. So I really don't want to have to do that. Anyhow, I've talked enough on this live. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you again. Thank you so much. Like I said, when you see me again, I'll be able to show you the wigs that I purchased because I am tonight going to spend some time purchasing some wigs. I'm going to go call my dad now. Thanks so much for joining me. I love you. And wait, let me check these messages before I go so I don't leave anyone out. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, I'm good. So, Luffy Mon, thank you so much for all your help today. You're wonderful. Janet, I hope that you have a wonderful day celebrating your success and your win. And I pray continued wins and that this cancer battle is completely over for you. I pray that for you. Also, I pray that for, I'm so sorry. I'm really bad with names. I think that was Kathy. Is that you? I don't want to say the wrong person. I don't want to say the wrong person. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Zemi Love. Zemi Love, who says that she just lost her hair because of cancer. I pray for you as well. A speedy recovery, that you beat this as well. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much. Luffy Ma says, no problem. You're wonderful, Luffy Ma. I love you so much. And we'll talk again soon. Have a great day. I'm going to go enjoy this